On March 22nd, 2010, yet another show came out showing us and depicting the Hoover Dam collapse. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen this. We've seen this in San Andreas, and I'll leave a link below. But now we see it yet again. And we see it in what? None other than SpongeBob SquarePants. And yes, I'll leave a link for this below so that you see what I'm talking about and so that you see that this is not a joke, that I'm not making this up. The show is showing you what exactly is going down. Here's the breakdown. The episode is from season 7, ironically enough, premiering on March 22nd, 322, Skull and Bones, the same organization behind 9/11. Oh man, what a coincidence there. No. Anyway, the show SpongeBob, the episode is A Day Without Tears. And in this episode, Squidward bets SpongeBob that he can't go a full day without crying. And the loser has to, if Squidward loses, he has to sleep over at SpongeBob's house. If SpongeBob loses, he has to do Squidward's yard for an entire year. Now the episode gets interesting because we see Squidward trying to, make SpongeBob cry. And as we get to those last 10 seconds, the final 10 seconds of the bet, Squidward's at SpongeBob's house reading him a bedtime story and trying to make him cry because he wants to make him sad. But what do we see? We get a glimpse of SpongeBob's mind, his brain. And when we get a glimpse, we see an exact replica of the Hoover Dam. But that's not all we see. We see cracks in the Hoover Dam. And we see water coming out of it. And then what after that, when the clock strikes midnight, we see massive flooding everywhere. Everywhere. Could this be a sign? Could they be telling us something? Do they know something we don't? Is that the elite's way of telling us what they're planning to do ahead of time? Like I said, I left the link below so you can see it, so that you can see I'm not making this up. You can watch the episode yourself. It's called A Day Without Tears, SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm telling you, people, this predictive programming is real. This is no conspiracy theory. This is a fact. They are showing us what they're planning to do. And guess what? It's even worse because this is a children's show. Children's. I mean, a lot of SpongeBob references is completely for adults, and a lot of the episodes are more catered to adults, but you have a cartoon showing us predictive programming and showing us the collapse of the Hoover Dam, which is going to birth in the New World Order. I mean, people, please wake up to this. This is not just a cartoon. It did not just premiere on March 22nd, 322 for no reason. The same organization, Skull and Bones, that was behind 9/11. Yes, George Bush. Yes, John Kerry. Yes, all of them. Yes, this is not a coincidence, my friends. And I think we need to start seeing the alarm signs, seeing the alarm bells ringing, and start really pointing this stuff out and getting it out there. And if you've seen anything regarding the Hoover Dam or the collapse thereof or the birthing of the New World Order, please share it with people. Let them know, because they need to see this information needs to get out. And only you can get it out. Now, there's been a lot of symbolism with the Hoover Dam and, the 11/11, also with, the fallen angels reference on it. It's also just so happens to be right near Las Vegas, which is known as the City of Sin, or also another parody of the City of Lights. Oh, you mean like Paris? And what do we see in Paris right now? Martial law. That's what I see. I don't know about you, because I know all those events were staged. They can't fool me. I mean, it's time to wake up, folks. And it's time to see that could this be the potential false flag? Could this be the potential next big event? Could this be the potential wipeout of a city? I don't know. The only time will tell. But from San Andreas to SpongeBob to some other references, even a reference from frickin' 1978 depicting a 10.5 earthquake in frickin' Los Angeles that triggers the Hoover Dam to collapse. In 1978, that was like over 30 years ago. This is not a coincidence. They're obviously showing us and telling us something. Could this be the birthing of the New World Order? I don't know, folks. I really don't. Only time will tell, but I have a hunch that none of that's a coincidence. That SpongeBob episode coming out on March 22nd, 3/22, 2010, by the way, a new decade, in season 7, that's no coincidence, folks. This is predictive programming at its greatest. They're literally telling us what they're about to do, just like they did with the 9/11 references. It's no different. And we saw how many 9/11 references. Now they have to hide it. And now they're using predictive programming for children. That is just beyond mind-boggling to me. But I'll leave the links below so that you can see it and so that you can see the evidence for yourself. I'll let you be the judge, and if you still think it's just, oh, it's just a cartoon, oh, it's no big deal, oh, it's just a conspiracy, well, you're entitled to think that, you're entitled to believe that. But if you really are serious and think that this really could be something, then props to you and props to getting out truth. Because that is what this is about, truth. And no more sugarcoating anything. But I just thought that predictive programming was interesting and I wanted to share it with you all. I'll leave the links below. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.